If you use a stick to defend yourself with, one of two things are very likely to happen. One, you'll have it taken off you and used against you. Or two, you'll get arrested for assault with a weapon. In this video, we're going to show you how to avoid both of those things happening. We're going to show you how to use sticks to defend yourself in the most intelligent and legal way possible. And it doesn't matter if it's a stick that you happen to find on the ground while you're walking your dog, or a walking aid, an umbrella, or the leg of a trolley. And as they say, size doesn't matter. Could be a big stick, could be a small one. Now let's look at what not to do. If you've got a stick to defend yourself, don't swing it around like a madman, because that doesn't solve either of the two problems that we addressed at the start of this video. One is somebody could easily reach in and take it off you from behind. And two, it doesn't look very good in court if you're seen on a CCTV camera or by witnesses swinging a stick around like a madman. Another problem you've got is that if you're swinging the stick around, you might hit someone accidentally that's not involved or somebody that's trying to help.
Whether it's a big stick or a small stick, when you are swinging, you have an extra problem. You have one shot. Yeah. Two, if you are fast, strong, and lucky, when you swing and you fail, you are incredibly exposed. And it takes strength and body mechanics to have a second shot. That you can fail as well, and then, believe me, the attackers, they are gonna close the range on you, they are tackling you, and then no more stick to use because you have no range. You are in close quarter combat.
Okay, so let's look at some solutions. The first one is to hold the stick up close to your chest like this, like a bunny rabbit pose. From there then, you can strike using an open hand to push the stick forward, like that. So these are very defensive, fast, snappy strikes that you can use as you're moving away and defending yourself. Nobody's going to be able to come up behind you and take the stick off you, and nobody's going to look at you and think you're the aggressor.
So this way of defending yourself, we didn't invent it, we didn't create it. It's Irish stick fighting. The Irish shepherds, the Irish people, 200 years ago, 300 years ago, they couldn't have any weapons by law, not even a knife, and they used to defend themselves with Irish stick fighting.
Next solution, hold the stick close to you, like a bayonet. From here, you can strike in a jabbing motion towards the attacker, and again, nobody's going to be able to take it from you, and nobody's going to look at you and think you're the aggressor, because again, you're keeping it close to your chest, you're moving back, it's a very defensive pose.
The umbrella, or any pointy stick, for instance, was used by the guardian angels, the vigilantes in the late 70s, helping the police in New York City to fight the crime in the underground of the place, of the city. So they were fighting in confined space, indoor, in the underground. They couldn't swing at all. And they need to be careful of everyone removing the stick from their hands. So that's why they put it like a bayonet. Okay, and they fight it like this, close quarter combat.
The next one is especially good for looking defensive to witnesses and CCTV cameras, and that's this pose here. You're going to keep the stick kind of up underneath your armpit with one hand out in a passive I don't want to fight position. This is excellent because nobody's going to look at this and think that you're an aggressor. However, there's a caveat. It is one of the easier ones for somebody to come up behind you and take the stick. So you do need to keep aware, you do need to be scanning and be aware of your environment. Or holding it here on your shoulder. Now, the further up your shoulder it goes, the more likely somebody's going to be able to take it off you. So you need to keep it front forward facing, resting on the top of your chest or your shoulder here, hand out. And when you're striking, again, it's very short, very snappy movements.
This one, trying to calm someone down because you don't really want to hit him, either this way or this way, come from the 60s, from the Boston police. Before the anti-riot police we have nowadays with armors, the normal police in Boston, calm down, calm down, calm down, I don't want to hit you, but if you keep coming to me, I'm gonna hit you.
Really important thing to note, using a stick to defend yourself isn't an automatic ticket to jail. There are times when using a stick could be perfectly reasonable. For example, the attacker could have a knife or there could be multiple people. It's about reasonable force, and if you can justify using a stick, you're fine. Now, the skills we've shown you in this video, absolutely anyone can use them with any stick or anything that resembles a stick that they might find in the environment. But if you want to take it to a more advanced level, we've done a video with Master James Stewart, who's a walking cane self-defense expert, and you should check out that video next.